everyone from the Tiny Wonderland. This is your old pal Jay. Another video coming to you real and uncut, no censorship, no sponsorship. But if you like what you see and you're enjoying the ride, by all means, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff that people do. We're going in a hole, hang on. Okay. That's okay, we're in a hole. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I thought it was. We are cooking up some bird's eye. Looks pretty good so far. Should be a few minutes before this is really good. We can't go with chains. We gotta just drag her up the hill. We'll worry about chains later. We call this a CTC, which stands for cargo trailer conversion, or cargo trailer camper, or cargo trailer crap, whatever you want to call it. It has all kinds of names. In case you're wondering what 4-week-old poop looks like after it's been chemically treated, and there's your answer. A month to 17 children, I would thought you might have had like 30 of those cards.
Oh, this is just for 2 days?
A couple videos ago, I was showing you guys how I got the Tiny Wanderer ready for departure on the outside. Today, I'm going to show you how I get the Tiny Wanderer ready on the inside. Now, this may seem like a lengthy video, but I think it's important to document exactly what took place inside so that you know you don't just literally hitch up and drive away. There's things that have to be done. The first thing you want to do is head inside. Just go do that. That is another story in another video. Welcome inside. We will turn all the lights on for this. We are on solar, so we're just using nature's electricity anyway. So if we were to continue down the road like this, we would have a lot of problems on our hands. So what we want to do is we want to button her up as best we can, as efficiently as we can, as quickly as we can. Okay, so that's the process we're going to go through. We try to start front to back. It's just going to give us a better idea of what we're doing. So we know Mr. TV here gets his bungee cord. That keeps him from going too many places. Every single stuffed animal has a place. We'll do this pretty quickly. Normally don't spend a lot of time on this, but here, 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 here. Not really organizing for presentation, so we're just going to toss them wherever. And Gus is, doing his own thing somewhere. Where's that yellow one? There it is. Chrissy. Okay. Stuffed animals are in place. I'm going to take a minute over here with the electronics because I was doing some star photos and videos. I'll hopefully show you guys some another time. But VR headset, kind of chill here. That I don't really care about. Laptop goes away. Doesn't have to be put away. There isn't really a lot of room in the Tiny Wanderer, so we just basically make sure that it's off. That's first. Yep. Put it away in its case. But again, it's fairly durable in its case, so we can just kind of set it like back here. This camera, yeah, we'll just set it right here. I got a lot of stuff on my last trip, so there's no. I'm still trying to find room for the new stuff. So I'm going to set this up kind of loosely, like right here. This is good to do this because when you come, if you're on the road for a long day and you pull into a rest stop or a field or someplace and you literally just want to crash, you're going to be able to come back in here and just jump up and turn off the lights. Like, that's so important. I can't even stress that. This guy doesn't even belong here. This is a shirt. it's always good to look up, above, and around everything, because you will find things that are out of place, that shouldn't be where they're supposed to be. And that's going to cause a problem down the road because you're not going to really notice. You're also going to have flies everywhere you go, apparently. I can't endorse these. They were supposed to work, but they work worth a crap, apparently. But what does work is you get yourself a shirt, and they will land on the one thing you can't hit, which is a full coffee mug, right? So you just start hitting them. See what's going on here? And this is kind of part of tiny life. They're gonna hide now because I've got a weapon, but that's okay. I'll get them later. All right. Dishes. I will start them with you guys on the film, but I won't finish them with you guys on the film. Trash. You want to make sure you, all of the trash, you packing out everything you brought in, guys. I don't care what it is. And I've got a lot of trash, so, but I should be able to bundle that up, and we'll get that. Okay. I'm going to do the dishes here. So what I do is I take everything clean like this, set it over there. That only had like water in it. Yeah, we'll wash it anyway. So everything dirty is going to kind of just go right here. Not a lot of room with the one sink, so you got to make do with what you have. I've gotten pretty good with managing my space here, so. Pot holder, we can put him away in his little spot under here, since he's not going anywhere right now. Crackers can go away in the pile of food down there. Now you might notice I've got some of these things out. It's because I've run out of them, and I need to make sure that I don't forget to get more. So this is trash. Some of that stuff's going to go on the floor. That's dirty laundry. That's trash. All right. We're going to start up the dishes here. There's always enough cords, unless you don't have enough cords. So, all right. This sink is a no-no for dishwater, so we're going to empty it into our tanks. And we're going to just kind of give it a once-over washing. Get all the grease and crap off of it. You can see like all the grease on the end of it. You don't want grease on your food. I have dishes that are greasy, but since I'm a live alone, I try to clean my stuff, but it's a tiny home, guys, and you can only do so much. You really can. You gotta pick your battles. I had a date in here the other night, and she's like, wow, your dishes are greasy. I'm like, yep. There's a sponge right there if you want to clean them. I really said that, too. Just in case you ever get marked for it, you are listening to Pulsate. I think it's called Awakenings. It's one of my favorite music to listen to while I'm doing my work, and I can't get a copyright ding because I don't own it. God forbid I would play it. See, I don't use a full sink. You're probably thinking, well, why didn't you fill the sink up? Not required with my setup. You literally just need enough water to get your stuff clean and put away. This bowl's already clean, so that's going to go away there. There's one bowl. Where's the other bowl? I try to put them together. Oh, here it is. This is not organized, so, and when you're going down the road, things tend to shift, so even if you think it's organized, it's probably not going to be organized when you get where you're going. So, all right. So I'm going to do these dishes, and I'll come back and let you see more, okay? I'll be right back. Next up, we just want to kind of, you don't want to leave anything in the sink. Take it all down to the tanks, because anything you leave in the sink, that's going to end up splashing everywhere when you hit a bump. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, the bumps can't be that bad. I'll tell you something. Does the word rolling earthquake mean anything to you? If it doesn't, well, Bill and Deb and all of them can testify that it means something to us. So we're just going to do a spot clean. Nothing fancy. Okay, maybe we'll be fancy. We'd make it look good. Yeah. It'll dry itself in the rolling down the road. Get all this goop off here. pretty. If we can do that. I don't think so, but this thing's like a really good wash, but it's time to hit the road in like half hour, so there's no time for that right now. Okay, this guy's gonna hug right here. I mean, if worse comes to worse and something does spill, it's not a big deal because you've cleaned everything anyway. So the sink, when you're done, becomes a transport for the things that can't actually be kicking around. That's not usually a lot of stuff, but you know, a few things here and there. Globe, melatonin, empty egg crate thingy. For the most part though, I guess that's something that goes in there. Anything you don't want flying around, you kind of move it. This guy seems to stay by himself, so we leave him be. Alright. So, as we move forward, we also move in reverse. And what that means is that we think about, okay, look at this. This is our poncho. We saved our butt in another video. We're going to stick that right under here, because then we know it's there, right? This jacket was used in a rainstorm that we just went through, so we don't need that. So we could put the Huskers jacket back here and put that in the car. This watch would go flying, so we put that on our wrist. Then we have our watch on, which probably doesn't have the right time on it, but I'll look in a second. No, that's wrong. It's an hour ahead, so we've got to change that. There's no signal out here in the middle of nowhere, so it still thinks we're in Nebraska. All right, take this guy, unplug him, and you really literally can just stick him anywhere. I'm going to stick him in here. Same with this guy and this guy. Again, there isn't really a specific way of doing this. It's more of what fits where and what's comfortable for you. Some of this stuff doesn't even belong out like this. This is a power pack. This shouldn't even be out. I took it out the other day because I was working on something with it. This is what happens when you have such little space. Look at this. This bag is filled. This sheet is filled with stuff. So we're just going to set that right there. That'll ride back there. This guy, we'll just hang him here for now. Most things, as you can see, do find a place. It's just up to you to find out where it's going to work. Also, since you're riding in a tiny home, use the advantage, your privilege, I should say, of there we go. Everything looks good in here. Smells a little funky in here, but I don't think it's too bad. That'll be lunch today on the road, probably. We'll put that up there. Yep. I'm gonna put 4 waters in there, I think, and 1 in the freezer. Let's go get some water. Another thing, when you travel with a tiny home, always have water on hand, guys. Always. As much water as you possibly can, because you never know when you'll run out of water on the road. And that's not something anyone wants to do. So, the more water you have, the better you're going to be in the long run. 2 there, 1 down there, and 1 down there. Do we have any frozen ones? We do have a frozen one, okay. So the frozen one goes in the car with us. That way we have nice cold water on the hand here. That's gonna go right here. Change that out. Get rid of our car trash today. Some water in here. I always leave half full waters where I can get to them because those are important to me. Okay. Oh, this is an instruction manual of some sort. I know where it goes, what it goes to. Just don't have time to mess with it right now. All right. Phone. That needs to leave the tiny home immediately. Because if you leave it behind, you're screwed. So I'll just set that right here. Now, we're going to start buttoning up from the outside in. So, first up, you may notice propane tank up here. Well, I can't stay here because once we get on the road, it'll take a flying leap someplace it's not supposed to. So we set it here, and then its brother is going to go here as well, which we're gonna go get now. Once you depressurize, just run the stir along here. Like that. We'll fix that in a minute. Like that. When you're not running the heater or hot water, this sucker here will last you a while. You just take that and move that over like that. See how I'm building like a wall here? Some stuff you can just toss, doesn't matter. Other stuff, to be more particular about. That's my emergency jacket. What we're going to do with him, we'll see that in a second. Getting there though. Next up, I think we want to get the trash taken care of. These flies have had too much fun. Time for me to put a rein on their parade. It's a real simple process. You just take this box. I want this for later. This can go in the trash. You notice how there's a hole in this bag? Walmart, pretty much any chain store, has decided to start cheapening out on everything that they make. So in order to save a buck here and there. Whoa. Whoa. That's weird. That oil should not be coming out like that. Well, we're going to have to investigate that later. Alright. So we have to double up, sometimes triple up, just to get one bag's worth. This has a hole in it too. So now we have two bags with holes in it. Question is if the holes will line up or not. We're going to find that out the hard way. But we can use this box here as kind of a catch-all, right? So next up, we just grab our trash. It's got to be done. Pretty much everything that you had when you were out in the wilderness has got to be disposed of properly. And the quicker you get it into a bag, the better off the environment will be, because you don't want to throw it on the ground. You don't want the wind taking it. And you'll find some pretty funky stuff in here, which flies absolutely love, which is probably why I've got a bunch of them around, even though I've got the protector on. Let's see, got that. Pieces of the trailer from the Lincoln incident, which is in another video. We're not going to get all the nitty gritty out of there, but that's all of that. Since we're dumping our car trash today, we're just going to put it in here with the car trash. We're going to take that to the next gas stop. And on the next gas stop, we'll treat the dumpsters to the trash. Don't really care if any of this hangs out down here. Don't even care about all this. This doesn't matter. Always have a charge pack on hand. You never know when you're going to need one. Used up that sun for everything it's worth. That is not showing me a light yet, is it? So give me a minute. It could be overheated. Oh, see, it's fully charged. So this one, change out with this guy. And he can go up front. We're done with the music. We put the music down. We put the music down below. All this stuff doesn't matter where it goes, just as long as it's not up top. Toss it down below. It'll wander around during the travels, but it's not a big deal. Okay. I think that's all that. Is that charged up too? Nope. See, that one's charging. Okay. Flash that. Go in here for safety. Alright. I think the next step is to get the drill. Yeah. Okay guys, I think that's pretty much all to show you for this video. I've got a couple things I got to touch up in here, but you don't need to be on video for that. But pretty much the Tiny Wanderer is ready for moving. So any other questions on things I do and things I don't, feel free to ask me. Yes, I do ride 100% with the solar activated because you want to keep charging while you're moving down the road. Any questions or comments? Well, feel free to let me know, and I'll address them if anyone even watches this video. All right, guys. See you next time in the Tiny Wonderland.